I just reviewed what I just discussed and I want to go back to the restraining order part. I'm going to make a video and discuss this more thoroughly on our YouTube, which is Mommy and Goose 8. And the reason why the YouTube is Mommy and Goose 8, because we're still dealing with all of the aftermath of 2014. Or was it 2000? Yeah, 2014. So much of my grievances, I guess, and all of my complaints and what I'm processing currently, like actually in real time with my life, which has affected me to the extent that I can't even really create kind of like something different in the moment or in my life right now like I'd like to. There's so many things that I want to do from a creative space that I'm pretty sure, a gajillion% sure, that would blossom into something beautiful and and glittery and just reflect iridescently like the beauty that I am. Because every time that I pull away from all of the sucky situation, I focus in on creating what I want to create, and it's always something beautiful. It's always something like magnificent and something just like amazing and incredible. And it's like, you made this, and it's like, yeah, I made this, like yeah, because it's just that's just the contents of me and a reflection of me. Like my Evie Nunia, she is her mother's daughter. Every time that she puts her mind to something and invests herself in something, it creates and generates this beautiful, reflective loveliness. And it's just like, wow, we're just incredible. And no wonder why the enemy tried to suck our energy and suck our time and suck everything about us, so that we wouldn't even have the ability to focus on anything else. We can't even live our lives because we're too busy processing shit to deal with the situation, which has affected the quality of life. And if you ask me, and I'm pretty sure there are laws to support the fact that that's a fucking crime. That has to be a crime. It's just not okay. Even if it's not a crime, it's morally corrupt. Everything about it is wrong. And I believe in what's right is right. And that's what I'm about. And that's why I have to have a portal and somewhere that I can discuss these things and raise awareness, whatever anybody wants to call it, whatever. I'm pretty sure that this is all valuable information. This is all life-saving experience. When I'm sharing my experience, it's golden because it's premium, because it's something that could have helped me. When I was searching, and there's so much misinformation out there and so much marketing out there where somebody's trying to push a book or push a course or or just push a perspective on somebody else, which is just a lot of misinformation out there where anybody can get lost in all of it and get wrapped up in what's really happening. There's a lot of nonsense out there. And I'm somebody that always very direct, very upfront, and I'm not so blunt in a way to like hurt anybody's feelings either. I'm literally just talking about my experience. There isn't anything wrong in it, and I reserve my First Amendment right, etc., to talk about my experiences, whether anybody else agrees with it or not, or if anybody finds offense to it. That's what you think about me and how you feel about me is none of my business, literally. So I say that to say that I will be going to my YouTube more frequently. There isn't any space on my phone, but I'm finding that I can speak on TikTok, etc., when it's not muting me out, to discuss the fact that what we're dealing with currently is something that I have to speak up and out without any resistance or pushback. It would roll over anybody. And I'm here to say no. So I reviewed the video, and I was talking about the restraining order, etc., and I was talking about how the restraining order says something other than what I'm saying. Like, I'm going against the false narrative is what you people need to understand. Anybody that's listening to me in a court hearing, etc., and I learned that they live stream the court hearings. So the 2 court hearings that we were in for the restraining order had been live on YouTube and anywhere else anybody had the internet, and I'm not comfortable with that. Why are you people trying to really maximize profits on somebody else's misery? Why are you people really trying to monetize my pain? I don't like that. So if anybody has right to talk about it, and if you want to really push records, like actual records, because if anybody, when people do research and they want to find out more, learn more about a particular quote unquote case, which I don't identify as a case, they go into public records, and I'm here to tell you public records is fucking garbage. It's worth less than toilet paper that's stuck under my shoe from outside, from a porta potty outside. That's how much value I equate to public records in a courthouse anywhere, because there's a lot of reports, there's a lot of people that put their signatures on paper that they understand and know full well that there's discrepancies and inaccuracies and things like that. And if that doesn't disgust you, I don't know like what type of human being you are, because a good human being like me that's made of gold and glitter and gold, Something like that literally turns and twists my insides. I cannot. I feel so disgusted and so sick to my stomach that I literally, like, it's debilitating, like paralyzing disgustingness. And it's the same reason that I don't like to be in court. My PTSD, just the way that my body reacts and the way that I start to shake and the way that, like, it just, I don't like the courthouse, not because I'm guilty of anything, but because I understand that it's not what I thought it was before. I thought that I believed in the justice system. I had faith in good working people that I thought was upholding the law in a righteous manner. I learned otherwise. My experience in family court showed me that there's corruption. Otherwise, people lie. My experience in criminal court showed me people will go up there, put their hand on the Bible, etc., holy, holy, and say that they're giving the truth under oath, and those people lie. And I cannot, and so that, for that reason, I have a serious disdain for corrupted people. And I have a real physical reaction to being there. And so whenever, even on the phone, when I have to talk to the people, when I hear a voice that I don't like and I don't trust, I can't complete the call. I have real life disabilities and conditions that I don't have control over. It's because of the trauma, and this is another reason that I'm going to be talking about our feelings and how we have to be careful of ourselves, our feelings, the way that feelings change, the way that things shift. We have to be cautious. Higher consciousness is what I've also learned about. I've learned about a lot about spirituality, psychological warfare, and that kind of thing. I've learned so much in this experience. I have myself and my daughter to credit for that, and I want to say really quickly about the restraining order. If you people don't understand, the people that are actually dealing with abuse, whether it's physical, emotional, or psychological abuse, there's a lot of confusion. There's a lot of facts that conflict, that starts to discredit the person that's actually experiencing the abuse. There's a lot of things that start to look suspicious, but they don't really make sense. And anybody who's trying to draw conclusions or try to get to what's actually happening is anybody, could be anything. It could be somebody with just curiosity that says, oh, I think this is happening. Somebody that actually has like a serious and genuine that's invested in the conclusion of what's happening. And it could also be somebody that has a serious need for it to go a particular direction, for it to generate funds, if that makes sense. These people that are in place, that are putting their signatures on paperwork and stuff, they're interested in getting paid. They're interested in cashing a check. They're interested in their direct deposit, and they don't care who they throw under the bus to get it. Those are the people that we're entrusting in the government to uphold any type of standard. Uphold standard for what? I wouldn't even trust those people to tell me the fucking weather and to tell me anything that's going on outside. These are the people that we're expecting to uphold a standard that's supposed to be superior, because that's what superior court is, to the average person. And those people, what I've learned is that they're very selfish and malicious. They'll push any narrative they think that they can push if that means that they get paid. These people are sick, they're disgusting, and they understand the threat that I am and the way that my voice will move mountains. These people understand the influence that I have, and that's why I've been isolated. I've been pushed away and kept quiet for several years. I'm a human being as well, and I identify as a big girl and as a woman, which means that I have a lot of, I don't understand, I'm not sure if it has anything to do with my emotional well-being, like if me being a female means that I'm overly emotional, but that's what I am. And this situation is so heavy for me. I literally carried a backpack around for 2 years full of court reports that I kept studying because I couldn't understand what was happening to me. And when I think about that, I hug myself and I say, oh my God, you poor girl, you were just out there and nobody was helping you. And so I love myself, and I'm here to speak up and out for my daughter and for any other girl out there who's experiencing this, because I cannot even believe the way that they targeted us. If you tell me this happened, if you were to tell me and I didn't experience it myself, I would say, wow, that seems really wild. But do the digging to see that there's a lot of situations that are happening, a lot of cases that have happened that it consists of a lot of court corruption. And this isn't about really the court corruption, this is about me and my family life. That's what all of this is about. They understand the value of the family life for me, my family values. They should have known better, really, honestly, than to come this way and fucking with me and my daughter. And the way that I've literally crawled into a shell, and I've been in this hibernation for so long, because it's just, sometimes I just want to roll up in a ball and die. That's how I feel. So I have to be strong. in all of this.